Hey guys. Alright, you guys wanted to see me talk about grief in the first year. Well, start with the first day. First day, at first, within probably the first hour, it was probably just shock. Couldn't cry, couldn't do nothing, just was in shock. Call my best friends, call my closest of family, and told them. And then they immediately came over. And then when I see their faces and the pain in their eyes, that's when I realized this is real. And that's when I felt pain for the first time. I mean, I felt it when I was in shock too, but not the way I felt it at that moment. Because then I knew when they looked like this is serious, and I was like, oh yeah, this is serious. This is real. So that first hour, got over the shock part, went into instant insane shock of just hysterically crying and drinking. It was probably 10 in the morning and just being crazy. Same week, still the same thing. Second week, starting to process it, but not really. 2 months later, just trying to cope at that point. It's just weird then. From like the second month until probably the 9th month, it's just the same thing. It's just shock and craziness and not understanding and not knowing what to do and just trying to find different ways to cope, which for me was drinking. But that is not the proper way to do things, because it doesn't make you feel better. It makes you feel the same. It makes you feel worse sometimes. So after the 9 months, that's when I stopped doing that, drinking like that. It wasn't doing anything for me. It was just making me crazier. It made me not want to be here, and it was just, I didn't understand anything. And then whenever I stopped drinking, and I was able to cope better, drink a lot of water, buy cases of water. Every time you want to drink when you're feeling upset, drink water. So that's what I did. And then I guess the next part is false hope. Anniversary is coming up. You can cope now. You're getting past all these crazy milestones. You're learning to deal, sort of. Getting back into a routine. So, year's coming up, you know. And then when that year, that month of that year is coming up, then you start panicking again. Then you're like, oh man, the year's coming up. How am I going to feel on that day? Who am I going to be that day? Am I going to be me, or am I going to be crazy? What am I going to do? Well, for most people, that day comes and you probably go crazy. Probably do things you regret and just get a little insane. Maybe you don't regret it. Maybe you just have fun. Or maybe you're just crazy. So for me, that night, we did a memorial. We had a get together after. Had a good time. I didn't even cry. I thought I was going to bawl that day. I didn't. Did good that day. And then, you know, I drank and stuff and had a good time with my friends and family. Next day I woke up the same time I woke up the year before when I was trying to contact Josh. So that was weird. But I coped with it within the moment. I just was like, alright, okay. You're okay. You're fine. There's nothing you can do. You're fine. Just relax. hung out, half awake, half asleep, in and out of dreams. Woke up in the afternoon-ish, probably about 11 o'clock. Got my kids, went home. And my friend came over, and it was nice to have somebody there with me, you know. I mean, because all I was planning on doing that day was laying in my bed and watching TV, just probably sulking a little bit, you know. But I had something to do. I had something to look forward to, someone to spend time with, and that was nice. And today is day 1 after the 1-year anniversary, and I feel okay-ish, I think. I don't know. Just feels weird. Like I said, I'm always waiting for Josh to come home. Like I expected the 1 year to be like, oh, it's the day he comes home. But he did not come home. So, I don't know. Like I say, we'll see what the future holds. And that is my 1-year grief story type thing. And hopefully one day I can help others with their grief, because I have a lot of it. For my brother Andy, my husband Josh. Grief is not something that ends in a day. You can't force it out of yourself. You can't do anything. You just have to accept it and just